My phone starts ringing. It's the delivery man saying that my food's here. I tell him to buzz up as I can't leave my apartment. My phone starts ringing and I dial 9 to buzz him inside instead of the building. I hear him coming up the stairs. I'm eager as I'm getting hungry and that pad thigh is calling my name. I hear the door from the stairwell creak open and then a knock on my door. Knock, knock. Delivery from food to go. I'll just leave it at the door for you. I let the delivery man know I'm coming and I can hear him placing my food on the door. The stairwell door creaks open and I hear him walking down the stairs back to the exterior door. I open my door and grab my food, but then I'm hit by a foul stench, almost as something died in the fucking hallway. There's a couple of cockroaches walking across the hall in the hallway. Disgusted, I close the door and start unwrapping the plastic bag that my food's in. I place the pad thai boxes immediately and cockroaches start fucking pouring out of it, crawling all over my hands. And now there's a sea of cockroaches gathering up my feet and climbing between my legs. I try to hit them off, but they keep coming. This apartment's so tiny, there's no way for me to run for them. Knock. Knock. Is there someone at my door while I'm handling these cockroaches? I yell, "Give me a minute!" And squash another few cockroaches. The rest suddenly stop crawling towards my feet. Instead, they crawl towards the bathtub and go down the drain in unison, almost as they were instructed to. Knock. Knock. Someone at my door? I didn't hear any voices behind the door, not even my neighbor is asking if I'm okay. I check the people to see in the hallway who it is. I see nothing. I open the door to peek out. I look down and see the delivery man lying in front of my door with his hand extended towards my doormat. Cockroaches were crawling all over his body, going inside his mouth and nose. I immediately close the door and call the police. Could the man at the bus stop have done this? Thinking about what I just saw, and it wasn't the cockroaches. Minutes ago, I just heard the delivery man walk in and drop off my food. Now he looks like he's been dead in the hallway for fucking years. I open the door to see him again. The body's not here. It's been day 9 now, and I feel like I'm going stir crazy. Ever since I moved here, I feel like I'm always here. Ever since the pandemic began, I have had to isolate myself so much. I thought about joining these conspiracy groups that think COVID is just a hoax, just to pass the time, but I know it's unlike me to do that. I find it so difficult to be here alone in this apartment, even after the ordeal with the delivery man. Oh, and just to let you know, neither the property manager or the police investigated it. They assumed I was having a nightmare, since there was no explanation for why the body disappeared. According to public health, it could take up 14 days for this virus to show symptoms. I'm sort of a hypochron. Okay, out of character there. I don't know how to say that word. So, I tend to overthink any symptoms I have. I've had a tickle in my throat for a couple of days now, but I drink a lot of hot tea to burn it. It is the cold season anyway, and being alone in this bachelor's pad is making me sicker than usual. It is funny though, when I looked at the apartment online, I had great reviews, said the property manager takes care of the tenants and is available practically 24/7. It is true, the property manager set up my buzz number at 6 a.m. and answered my calls any hour of the day. We even made jokes on the phone about the fumigation chemicals, especially how I shouldn't lick the floors. I sometimes wonder if I should, just to see what would fucking happen. Tickle in my throat is acting up again. I cough. I immediately Google if that's a sign of COVID-19. The internet says it's symptoms, so naturally, I'm more paranoid. Does that mean I have to stay in my apartment for longer? Fuck. I encountered someone positive for COVID-19 9 days ago, and that's why I'm isolating. But to me, what if I tested negative? Why do I have to keep isolating? I'm not one to distrust public health guidelines. I know it should be a false negative, but I feel fine. Besides the tickle in my throat, I cough. try drinking some water. It feels like I have a lump in my throat, so I think this is my home. I start choking on my water. I guess it went down the wrong tube. Another profuse coughing fit. I start to breathe normally again. I lower my face on the desk and hit my chest to see if that would change the coughing. A cockroach falls out of my mouth and lands on the desk. Knock, knock. It's almost day 10 now, and the days keep flying by. I again lost track of what day it is. I seem to be repeating the same thing over and over, but I don't remember a thing of what happened the day before. I started writing this on day 9 of my quarantine, but what happened to the first 8 days? When I read the previous entries here, I'm in disbelief. After all, I swear I started having nightmares and cabin fever around this time, but the days are becoming the same. I've not seen a cockroach today. I haven't seen the neighbors walk in the hallway for a while. Some days, I feel like I'm the only person in this apartment building. The dog barks from across the hall. How exciting that there is a furry friend that lives in this hallway. It was the first time I've heard the dog bark, so I assumed that it's just moved in. I'm okay with it. It was way down the hall, so I barely heard it. I heard the door open from down the hall. I'm assuming that's the dog and the owner about to go for a nice walk. I'm jealous that they can leave. I'm starting to miss the outdoors. I walked to my door and checked the people to see if I could spot the furry friend. I heard the dog move closer to the stairwell door, and I did not hear anything else. Not even the owner. Where did the stairwell door open? Where did they go? I hear growling. Knock, knock. I hear loud barking noises at my door and suddenly vicious scratching. I stay back from the door and the scratching and barking keeps going. It's as the dog is trying to break inside. I immediately yell, "Fuck off or I'm calling the police!" Suddenly it stopped. I almost feel like it must have been some prank or something. Obviously, it can't have been a genuine threat, since I would have been torn apart by this apparently savage dog by now. I feel like it was to make sure I was still inside this apartment. I don't even know what to feel anymore. It's day 14. The day I can break my quarantine. I call my friends to say that they can see me now. I have no other symptoms and I feel better than I have these last 2 weeks. I do not seem to remember them. I didn't even write it in this Word document. I understand what it feels like to be a prisoner during this time. When other people have to isolate, they usually have a partner or a roommate to talk to in case the me time to get through it. Unless they're positive for COVID-19, in that case, I hope they're isolated from their partners. Knock, knock. Strange. I haven't heard knocking in a long time. I don't even remember the last time I heard it. Knock, knock. Who's there? I have to write this down before I forget again. I found a note. It was crumpled and found in the back of the heater. I was so bored I decided to do a deep clean under the heater fence to get rid of all the dust I can. I will write it out. It says, Day 13 of quarantine. I am repeated the same day over and over. I'm being watched. There's a knock on the door every day. I'm writing this to whoever lives in this apartment after me. Knock, knock. You made a mistake. I know that this place was affordable, but this place is cursed. The previous tenant before me was into some satanic shit. The people around you are not experiencing what you are. The property manager has no idea, as your friends have no idea. If you look very closely, you'll see the outline of a summoning circle before the front door. Then clean it properly. There's a delivery guy that will come and knock. Don't open the door. He's been dead for years. He was brutally murdered by the guy who was into some satanic shit. He was trapped. I am in a trap. You are in a trap. And it won't let you leave. If you try to call for help, you'll be forced into questioning your reality and what you saw. The only hope is the man standing at the bus stop. He sees what you are seeing, but there's nothing he can do to stop it. I'm sorry, but there's no way out. I give up. I hear the man at the bus yelling, "How is it 5:30 a.m.? Did I sleep? Did I wake up suddenly for no reason?" I peek out the window facing the bus stop, and here we are making eye contact. He looks terrified. I assume he's high off something, as he doesn't look well. Is he sick? He motions for my attention. He puts his right arm to my right arm up to his forehead, then to his chest, then to his left shoulder, and then to his right. Did he just say a prayer? What does the Holy Father have to do with this? I immediately roll my eyes and back away. He starts yelling again. He's looking for me at the bus stop. He looks then at my front door and becomes scared. I'm sure he comes every morning to yell gibberish, but it seems he's reciting something now. I see a cross hanging from his neck. He's yelling, "He is here! He's here!" I immediately back away from the window. He's warning me. He is blessing me. He knows I've been here the whole entire time. What did he see at the front door of that building? Knock, knock. Delivery from food to go. I'll just leave it at the door for you. What do you mean? I didn't order anything. It's 5:40 a.m. I checked the clock. It's 8. It's 8. It's like I've seen this before. The exact moment I found the delivery man dead outside my door, I look at the passages I typed here. I don't remember the man at the bus stop. Am I on day 2 of quarantining? Wait, I don't even remember being in quarantine for this long. How long have I been here? Knock, knock. I get up from my desk and walk towards the door. But this time it was louder. Who did I buzz into my apartment last night? Was it the delivery man, or was this something else? This night keeps repeating itself. I open the door, and nothing is there. The delivery man was not at my front door. I look in the hallway, and nothing's there. I close the door. It's happening again. Those nights that feel like nightmares that are happening in the day. I open the door and nothing is there. It keeps happening day after day. This is probably the reason I'm not remembering anything. Nothing is happening when I open up my door. Nothing is happening. The man outside my door is yelling again. He's yelling for me. I walk towards the window to see him. The man at the bus stop is walking towards the front door. He looks at the bus code for each apartment. He dials and makes eye contact with me. My phone starts ringing. He looks scared at this point. I answer. Hello? I buzz him in. I hear running from up the stairs to the stairwell door. His footsteps are getting loud. The stairwell door opens. I open the door, but no one is there. The man yelling outside my bus stop. I leave my door open and check the window. Who did I just let into the building? I look behind me. I see a figure. A demonic figure I've never seen before. It was tall and almost human-like, but it was a rotting corpse standing in my doorway. It had white eyes with a mouth and rotting teeth. Cockroaches were climbing out of its mouth while it stood there smiling at me. I was frozen with fear. This thing is what was knocking on my door every night. This is what made me question my reality. It backs away from the doorway, and my door slams shut. I latch onto the handle to try opening it. It won't let me. It's like the door is glued shut. This thing is not letting me leave. I don't think I'll ever leave. What was that thing? Could this explain why the man at the bus stop was trying to warn